level 2 after 4 and take the red candle, that route is officially almost exactly as good as getting the blue candle. Here we go.
Indeed, both of these runners, of course, going into this cave to pick up their wood sword, their trusty sword, which, for the most part, they're going to be having for much of the game until they get into level 6.
Yeah, and here we're just seeing them screen scroll over level 3, doing a little bit of subpixel manipulation to walk right through the edge of the screen.
And it looks like Amo is going to have the whole shot going into level 3 first. So about a 5 to 10 second lead for Amo, but level 3 is always a tough one to negotiate early on because you're sitting on 3 hearts and the green tunic because those orange dart nuts, you lose 1 heart every time you get bopped by them, same as the Zols, and they have 4 hit points, those dart nuts. So you've got to make sure that your combat is in tip-top shape if you want to start with level 3. Amo getting that lucky bomb from the orange dart nut. Unfortunately, Xarnax does not get that same lucky bomb, so he is going to have to kill all the dart nuts if he wants his bombs.
Yeah, it gives Amo a time advantage here, but also if Xarnax doesn't get any lucky bombs in this upcoming room, then he's going to be leaving here a little bit lean.
Absolutely, because you have to have at least 2 bombs in order to go into level 4, and Amo takes care of all the dart nuts, he keeps all of his health, and he wants to keep that global counter intact. But, oh! He threw the bomb incorrectly because he threw the bomb in front of the dart nut, and he's just going to deflect that, and Amo now has no bombs. That's a tough break for him.
Yeah, he didn't exactly get any luck out of the room. A lot of the times those dark nuts turn sideways, and you often get 2 kills with that placement, but it would have been a better move if he had been entering that room with a 9 count rather than an 8 count.
Absolutely, and Xarnax, meanwhile, the rich got richer. He now has the full complement of 8 bombs, and he is not far behind Amo. So Amo's going to have to kill off the rest of these dart nuts to get a set of 4 bombs, and he's got to be careful. He's down to his last heart. 1 more hit, and Amo's going to take a death. And because of that bomb luck, Xarnax is going to take the lead on Amo right here.
And Amo's going to leave that room with 7 bombs.
Yeah, good news, he did get a candy bomb off that orange dart nut, but Xarnax will be the first one to manhandle. Let's see if he can get the 1-hit bullseye. No. And it's always going to be tough because during his final form, he's at his fastest, and he took a hit, which means he's not going to get a set of bombs. Oh, and Amo takes a death to Manhandler. Xarnax does defeat Manhandler, but he's got a problem. No bombs coming out of level 3.
I'm not even sure who's in a worse position yet.
They're both in a pretty unfavorable position for different reasons. Amo taking the death to Manhandla, Xarnax having no bombs for level 4, so he's going to have to hope for a candy bomb off of these blue moblins here in the overworld. They take 3 hits to kill. That's a heart. That's not going to help him out. Let's see if he gets any luck from these 2. No. How about this last one? Yes!
Oh, wow. So that was the heart on the Global 5.
Very nice indeed. So Xarnax now back in the driver's seat. Amo will try another crack at Manhandla. Does not get the bullseye. He's down to 2 bombs, down to 1 bomb. Can he get the final shot on him? Yes, he does. But like Xarnax, he too got hit before the final bomb went off, so he does not get his set of 4 bombs. So he's going to have to farm for bombs off moblins too.
Yeah, I hope that he gets the same amount of luck Xarnax did. Xarnax, he got 1 bomb out of 2 drop chances.
Yeah, absolutely. So Xarnax does have the advantage right now on Amo, and yeah, he's going to go after these blue moblins. You know, he gets that same heart. He gets another heart. Oh. He's hoping to get that bomb drop. He does! Amazing luck that both of these runners have had against blue moblins. They got the lucky candy bomb off the global counter, and now Amo does not have to worry about farming anymore. He can proceed to level 4 himself. Now, he's going to be about 45 seconds behind Xarnax, but it's definitely not the end of the world right now for Amo.
I'm kind of expecting that what Xarnax is thinking to force there was a bomb and not a rupee off the Zols in the previous room, but he's good. He's good to go.
Yep, force that 10 count to pick up the bombs from those Vires. That is the only enemy that can give you bomb drops here in level 4, whether you force that count or if you bomb them. So what we mean by forcing a count is if you kill 10 enemies in a row without getting hit and you bomb the 10th enemy, provided it does give you a drop of some sort, you're guaranteed to pick up a fresh set of bombs. Now, if you stab the 10th enemy in a row without getting hit, you get a 5 rupee instead.
Xarnax looks to be being careful with that count right now, at least maybe with his life.
Yeah, we'll get a gauge on how far Xarnax is ahead. He's out of that room at 458, the staircase that is, and Amo does get his set of bombs as well, forcing that counter. He's got 6 bombs, so he's in pretty good shape as well, and he forces that 10 count on the Zol, normally an enemy that doesn't drop bombs, so he's back to the maximum again. And Amo takes care of the rest of that breakfast room, and he'll pick up the ladder himself. And once he gets out of this room, we'll have a gauge on what kind of lead Xarnax has on Amo. He's getting very close to getting ready for the Gliok fight. It is a 5:45, so it's a 47-second lead right now for Xarnax. Nice shot there to get some more bombs off of the fires for Xarnax.
Yeah, he was working that count carefully and avoiding taking any hits from the key.
Yep, here we go with the Gliok fight. 10 hits for the first head, 6 for the second. You lose 1 heart every time you get hit. But if you get hit by its head, you only lose 3/8 of a heart, which is kind of a weird number. But Xarnax needs to be careful.
Oh, Xarnax.
Oh, he made it. That 3/8 of a heart, he took damage off of that instead of the fireball. So that is the reason why Xarnax survived. He barely escapes level 4. Here's a chance for Amo potentially to catch up.
Xarnax finished with 1/4 of a heart.
Yeah, that is living on the razor's edge there, you know. Xarnax escaping with his life in level 4. So now next up, he'll be heading for level 1, and he's got 6 bombs in hand. He's in good shape right now.
8, 9 hits, 10 hits.
Yep, Amo has the first head down. He's just need to work on the second one. Got to be a little bit careful. No problem, though, for Amo. Still had 1.5 hearts left to spare. He is done with Gliok, and he's done with level 4. He's got 4 bombs, so he's got enough to complete level 1 himself.
Xarnax going right around the levers. I think he has no further interest in trying to get rupees.
Now, he's in good shape in the rupee department. He may have a strategy in mind. He does the pirouette trick, which allows him to unlock a door. What you do is you enter level 1, exit out of there, and enter it again, and that locked door to the north that starts the dungeon magically disappears. Both players right now have the same amount of rupees, 15 rupees, so we'll see what kind of routes they take, but judging by the amount they currently have, I'm guessing they're taking perhaps the double hundo, maybe.
That's what I would expect. Xarnax is very aggressive with his bombs. It's great.
Yep, he does get his bow. The lead is roughly the same between these two runners. About 45 seconds of a lead that Xarnax has going into level 1. So right now, Xarnax currently in the driver's seat, but still a long ways to go.
Yeah, we still have a lot of levels ahead that can eat a lot of time. Level 5 especially being the next level.
Now, level 5 is where we might see some kind of gap either closed or widened between these two runners, because there's a room coming up that we like to call the Room of Requirement, and we'll talk about that more when we get to that part.
Yeah, in the meantime, it looks like that they're going to actually have a diverging pass. It looks like Amo will probably be going to the level 2 next with the red candle route.
Yeah, that is definitely a choice. Some players will go to level 5 next, some players will go to level 2 next, but the paths will converge once again when they get to level 7.
And Xarnax may as well. His bomb count is not good for going to level 5 right now, so he either forces or goes to 2, I would say.
He's looking for the force. He gets the force from that red Octorok. Well played by Xarnax, so it looks like he may have level 5 in his future. Amo, meanwhile, is getting ready for his Aquamentus fight. 6 hit points. Is he going to go for the bomb? He does, and he forces a bomb off an Aquamentus. That's something you don't see every day. Well played by Amo.
If he feels comfortable with this bomb count, he might prefer to go double hundo, just because he doesn't actually have a great rupee count entering level 2 on a red candle route.
He doesn't. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see what Xarnax has in mind right now. Well, he is going for the double hundo, as we expected.
Yeah, I think we've seen that a long time coming.
Yeah, their loopy counts. Yeah, their rupee counts are not really good enough to go for the 30-30 method. They would have needed 30 rupees by now. Both players now have 7 hearts. They're trying to increase their heart count because they want to get to that magical sword, which you need 12 hearts in order to pick up. Xarnax doing the very swag HUD clip.
Yeah, he's increasing his swag count here, padding it.
Now we'll see if he decides to purchase the blue candle here, but I would imagine he's going to go with the red candle route. No, he is going to go for the blue candle right here.
Yeah, this is double hundo. It's a blue candle route, and Amo is definitely on the Cananophone 257 red candle route.
Absolutely, indeed. So we have, again, the divergence of paths, so we'll have an idea what kind of lead they're going to have when they get to level 7, as Xarnax enters level 5. Level 5, a lot of pitfalls. You've got the Gibdos, you've got the blue dart nuts. The Gibdos and the blue dart nuts, you don't want to take a hug from them because you're going to be losing 2 hearts every time you bop them, and blue dart nuts are definitely trolls. 8 hit points each. You better land those bombs properly.
Fort Gibdo.
Yeah, indeed. He was trying to sneak the bombs away from that Gibdo, but instead Xarnax decided to kill it. Yeah, poor Gibdo indeed. But you gotta do what you gotta do in order to survive in this game, as Amo now starts level 2.
Got a penalty box from Xarnax.
Yep, the penalty box is what we affectionately call this room. If you bomb to the right of this room, you can get a bomb upgrade for 100 rupees. It'll give you 4 extra bombs. The reason why they go into this room is to build up that count. If they can bomb the rest of these blue dart nuts without taking a hit and build that count to 10, they can get a fresh set of bombs, as Xarnax just got there.
Yeah, so he should... This is a good strategy just for making sure you don't lose a lot of time in here. Get into a bad situation.
And absolutely, and Xarnax getting a very merciful fairy, as my friend JSR would say, because the blue dart nuts are in the health drop group, so they tend to drop lots of hearts and fairies, and that was a pretty good room of requirement there by Xarnax. And of course, the reason why we call it the room of requirement, those 6 blue dart nuts, you have to kill them if you want to claim your recorder. Meanwhile, Amo getting ready to take on the Dodongo here. Took a couple of bops to those red Gorillas there, but he's got maximum bombs against the Dodongo, and he does the safe strats. Very well done. He gets his set of bombs back. He's got the maximum, and that is all for level 2 for Amo. Very well played.
Yep, he has replenished his bombs to the max. He does, however, need to find some more rupees. He's walking right by a secret.
Yeah, he's only got 33 rupees, so he may want to consider getting a secret at this point. Xarnax, meanwhile, getting a few rooms away to... Let's see. Oh, he's going to bomb the Dodongo, and he gets it perfectly. He was down to no bombs at all. Nice shot there by Xarnax. I know what he's got in mind. He's going to take those 2 bombs, and he's going to go to work on the Dig Dogger. So that was a gamble there that Xarnax took, and he got the stun on the Dodongo. Nicely played.
Yeah, that Dodongo could easily have turned before getting to that bomb.
Yeah, turn or play the game of Hungry Dodongo and just eat his bomb alive, and then he would have had no bombs for Dig Dogger, or he would have needed to get a lucky bomb off either the orange dart nuts or the Gibdos. Alright, so here we are with Dig Dogger. He's getting his recorder ready, he's getting his bomb ready, and here we go. 2 bombs will do it. And he's not going to use the other bomb. He's going to go with the stab strats for the second half, and he gets him. Nice job by Xarnax.
Technically a faster strat. It saves the menu. But also he's going to come out here with 1 more bomb than he would have.
Yep, absolutely. So Xarnax's next stop is going to be level 2. While Xarnax42 and Amo give each other high fives, Amo is now going to start level 5 himself. We'll see how he does. Nicely done there by Amo. I'm not sure if that was a lucky bomb or if that was forced, but that was well played against those Gibdos, and he takes a damage boost there. He's got to be careful. You lose 2 hearts every time you get hit by a Gibdo, so I don't know if that was intentional or if that was accidental, but you got to be careful.
And one of the benefits of the red candle route is it is a little bit safer getting to level 5 because you have 3 more hearts when you get there.
Yeah, you got the 10 hearts as opposed to the 7 hearts that Xarnax had in level 5, so you have more chances, and looks like Amo is also going to use the penalty box strats, build up that count, bomb those blue dart nuts, and try to get another force bomb off of them without getting hit.
Yeah, he's going to do his best to get out of here with as many bombs as possible because his next...
Oh no! He got bombed! He loses his count! Tough break for Amo.
That's alright. He has bombs sitting on the Gibdo, and he has the Dongos to dupe from. Nice placement.
Awesome job there to recover for Amo. He uses his bombs wisely, so the room of requirement is over from him. He'll go ahead and pick up his recorder, and that was, I tell you what, it was an ugly beginning, but sometimes, as I like to say when it comes to races and randomizers, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and Amo finished that room nicely.
Lucky bomb for Xarnax right outside the entrance to level 2.
And he's going to have very little trouble getting through level 2. He's not going to need too much bomb help. He'll be able to plow through these enemies. Amo plowing through these Gibdos, probably hoping for another lucky bomb there, but no dice. You will collect the bombs that the Gibdo did have in its belly, as well as this key. Maybe he might get a lucky bomb off of this drop. No. So Amo is going to do the same thing that Xarnax had. He's going to try to get some bombs off of these Dodongos. He does successfully. Tries for the double stun. Doesn't quite get it, so he does it the old conventional way. And he'll get his maximum 8 bombs as well.
You know, I missed if Amo picked up a 30 secret after 2. Oh, Troll Dongo. Oh, and he places the second bomb too soon. Dongo only reacts to the first bomb placed in the room.
So Xarnax will lose a little bit of time there. Luckily, he cooperates at the end, so he does get back to the maximum 8 bombs, which is exactly what you need in order to go into level 7. We have the good old mnemonic device here, you know, 7 in 7, because 7 bombs is the optimal amount you need if you want to complete level 7 fast, because it's a big one.
Yeah, that is true. We saw in the Swiss round that one person, Dan H, picked up a wooden boomerang and used it on the Dig Dogger in level 7 in order to save using bombs.
Yeah, it's a great backup strategy. If you want to get the wooden boomerang, and it looks like we may have a root quarter on Xarnax's side, he's got it. Nicely done.
Good execution on the root.
And immediately proceeds to do the tricorder strats. That saves on a whistle blow that he'll need to do later. Plus, it gets rid of the cloud of smoke that you would see normally at the shopkeeper, where he's going to purchase the 60 rupee bait.
Oh, not a clean exit, though.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough break there by Xarnax. Amo has 168 rupees. He's got plenty of money to do his shopping spree. And it looks like Amo gained a bit of time on Xarnax. We'll find out what the splits are as we go into level 7, because both players are going to finish their shopping spree as Amo also completes the tricorder, and he'll pick up his bait.
Yep, and Amo has still to pick up a red candle. But yeah, it looks like he may have made up some time during that divergence.
Yeah, that is true that he will need to pick up a red candle, because you need a candle in order to get access into level 8, as Xarnax goes into that room at 1925. So I'll be looking into that. And is he thinking about buying bombs? He is. He had extra money, and he wants to have the 7-on-7, so he decided to purchase bombs rather than risk it on the RNG.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. You have the extra money. The bomb purchase takes about 8 seconds to do.
Absolutely. So right now, Xarnax still looks like he is sitting pretty as Amo is about to enter level 7. He'll cross that room at 20:01.
No. Fireballs are keeping Xarnax out of the door there.
Yeah, so a little bit of a bad break there by Xarnax. He's got his bait ready to feed to the hungry Gorilla, so he could proceed here in level 7. Now, level 7 has, of course, 33 rooms, and it is quite a big dungeon. A lot of blue gorillas, a lot of bomb holes, and a few wall masters that have something to say coming up later.
Little chin music from the Dig Dogger on Amo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Amo now has his bait set for the hungry gorilla, and he can proceed as well. Both of these players have a similar amount of health, so keep that in mind, because the less health you have when you complete a dungeon, the longer it takes to refill all of your health.
Oh, Xarnax been pushed up.
Oh, Xarnax missing on his bomb shots, and he loses all of his bombs, so he's going to have to resort to arrows. So this is going to give Amos a chance to catch up here. Wow, a bad break there by Xarnax in the Dig Dogger fight, and Amo, the time is leaking on Xarnax's side.
He just wants to get out of the room, and they're blocking him.
Oh, man. So, yeah, Xarnax is going to do the trick where he gets out of that room, and that's going to clear the rest of those Dig Dogger sections. But unfortunately for Xarnax, he is going to lose a lot of that lead and some of his rupees.
And he doesn't have enough bombs to finish right now. Oh, he has to go back to the...
Oh, and he missed. And we're going to have a lead change right here, folks. Just a terrible sequence of events right there by Xarnax. The Dig Dogger deciding to be a troll, and now he's going to have to clear this room full of blue gorillas in order to get a set of bombs. Amos takes the lead.
And Xarnax is going to have to favor staying to the right of these guys to avoid taking any more boomerang damage. He's not in great health.
Yeah, anytime you get hit by a blue gorilla, either its body or boomerangs, you're going to lose 1 heart, and they have 6 hit points each.
Look at Amo's room. He got through the red candle wallmaster room without having the menu, and he didn't even have to hang out on the left side.
That was fantastically done there by Amo, so well played by him. Now, Xarnax is definitely not out of this race by any stretch of the imagination, but this was not the level 7 that Xarnax was hoping for with the lead that he had against Amo.
It's a bonus bomb drop for Amo, so he'll be leaving here with 4. Xarnax has the menu.
Yeah, he's going to have to menu. He gets trolled by the bubbles there, and this reverse C may not be as famous as its counterpart in level 9, but believe me, this reverse C likes to play tricks on our runners.
Xarnax keeps good awareness there. He actually uses one of his arrows to pick up a fiber that's sitting on the left side of the room to increase his ammo for later.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about arrows and boomerangs is if there's hearts or rupees on the ground and they're too far away from you, you can use them to pick it right up. And Xarnax makes work of that Aquamentus, so he is done with level 7, but what was once a 45-second lead for Xarnax has now turned into more than a 30-second deficit. It's 37 seconds to be precise. It was 22:59 when the transition ended, and 23:36 for Xarnax. Now, Amo picked up that magical sword at the graveyard. That is going to quadruple his offense. They now do 4 hit points of damage anytime you stab the enemy with them. You got to have at least 12 hearts, though, in order to pick it up.
We've got Amo heading to the Belfry here in a moment. This is a room where you want to clear it and keep the beam sword.
Absolutely. You want to have the beam sword for this room because those keys are flying all over the place. You do not want to get hit by the Beamos turrets as well. That was a well-played room by Amos. He's going to keep his beam sword going into the first magical breakfast room.
Bubble is not coming up the middle.
Oh, it is staying on the side right there, and Amo taking a little bit of damage there, but still a pretty effective breakfast room there by Amo, and he's going to go ahead and bomb his way to the right, not having to deal with that 3-headed Gleeok to the north. He'll pick up this key, and then get to the second magical breakfast room, where you gotta clear it in order to get your way to the Goma fight.
You can see Xarnax is starting to feel that his chances to catch back up are diminishing as he leaves a bomb in the bottom right corner of the first room.
Yeah, he's getting to that mindset where every second counts. Of course, level 8 is still to come, and he gets a clock drop. He gets it at the end of the room. He probably wishes he had that. Oh, no! Amo taking a death in level 6 at the second magical breakfast room, and we're going to have another lead change, folks.
Woof. That happened fast.
Wow, that did happen fast. It was like all of a sudden his health was all gone, and Xarnax is going to take the lead back in this match. Unbelievable what we have seen so far.
Amo fishing for a heart, but not in the right part of the count.
That's a tough break there for Amo. So now the good news is he does not have to do that magical breakfast room, the first one again. The bad news is any enemies he cleared in the second magical breakfast room, they're going to show up again.
I think on the plus side, the virus will respawn, and he'd actually probably prefer to kill some of those.
Yeah, absolutely. So Xarnax now getting ready to be close to done with this. Xarnax does only have one bomb to his name, though, so he has not got that big of a lead on Amo. It's going to depend if he can get through the magical breakfast room 2 the second time. He's only going to have 2.5 hearts. And remember, blue Wizrobes do 2 hearts of damage, orange 4 hearts. He still has to be careful. He wants to try and take down the blue Wizrobes as soon as possible, and now he's got to be careful. Any Wizrobe hit, he's down for the count. Xarnax makes work. No, he dies again. He takes a bomb to a Wizrobe, and back to start. Amo goes again, and Xarnax is looking really strong up to this point.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20 for Xarnax. Now he probably wishes he'd picked up that bomb in the first room of 6.
Well, I know, hindsight is 20/20. He probably wishes he had that bomb, because now he needs to get some bombs for level 8, because you need to have at least 2 bombs. 1 to bomb north of the Manhandla, and 1 to bomb north in order to get to the Gliok fight. So now Xarnax needs some bombs. He either needs to force a 10 count, or he may need to take another route.
Xarnax has enough bombs to finish the level, but he may have to clear out the stairway room where the bomb drops.
Oh, yes, that's right. The stairway room that guards the staircase with the dart nuts and the Gibdos, that has a bomb drop. I had forgotten about that. Amo is going to take another crack at the magical breakfast room, too. Sure, he gets a clock, but he needs it now, not before.
He's going to go ahead and use these bombs to get this room taken care of. That's a good call.
Wise decision, and he clears the rest of the blue Wizrobes. He just has 1 more orange Wizrobe to go. He has cleared the magical breakfast room, so Amos gets it on the 3rd try, but that could be too little too late. We will see what happens, though. This race is still not over, but knowing that Xarnax has a lead in this match, I'll be interested to see if he goes ahead and picks up a potion knowing his stance. Tough decision.
I'm not sure that'll be a...
I'm gonna say he doesn't, because he's got a decent lead. He currently controls his own destiny, but it costs like what, 30 or 40 seconds to pick up a potion at the end of level 8. That might be about his lead. I'd say about a minute is his lead right now, as Amos picks up the Triforce in level 6. Now he'll be able to go into level 8, and he does get the room cleared out. He'll get his bombs, and Xarnax will have a chance to face off against Gliok one more time.
That leads about a minute and a half.
Yeah, definitely a minute and a half. So Xarnax42 looking to be in a favorable spot. He had the beam sword going into the Gliok fight, but it's not really going to make too much of a difference, because he goes down in 9 hits. 3 for the first hit, 2 for the other one. So he's going to go to work on this, and he sets up the bomb count. Nicely done by Xarnax, and he is done with level 8. He's in pretty good shape going into level 9.
Yeah, that's great. Xarnax plays like a guy who's going like a sub-30 player. He plays like a sub-30 player. He does all kinds of crazy strats, like forcing bombs on Glioks and whatever.
Meanwhile, Amo did have the maximum number of bombs going into level 8, so he will not have to clear that that staircase room, so he'll have a chance maybe to gain some time back on Xarnax, and Xarnax is not going for the potion. He is taking a shot at it.
Still beams for Amo going into Lagoon 2.
Yeah, going into Lagoon 2, the Blue Lagoon room with the beam sword is really going to help him out, because now, well, he lost his beam sword just there to the Beamos, but having the beam sword really is huge because you can do long-range attacks on those blue Dark Nuts. They still do 2 hearts of damage, but with your magical sword, they go down in just 2 hits. And that was a pretty good Blue Lagoon room for Amo.
Yeah, he thinned one out before he lost the beam. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Xarnax enters level 9 at 30 minutes and 27 seconds, so the race is on. We need the silver arrows, and we need to defeat the beast. Xarnax clears that breakfast room in order to get the last key he needs, because you need 3 keys in order to complete level 9, and Amo takes down the 4-headed Gliok. He'll pick up his Triforce out of level 8. It's about a minute and 35-second lead that Xarnax had, because it was a 29-20 pickup, 30-55 pickup for Amo. So right now at this point, it is going to take a death in order for Amo to catch back up and potentially win this race. So I'll be interested to see if he decides to go after a potion with that information. Nope, he's going to go potionless as well. Ooh, it's a bomb drop.
He says, I don't have any time.
No, he knows he's behind. He knows he's behind, so he's got to go up and move in. He's got to hope that, again, that the Wizrobes decide to play nasty, or the Patras. And here we go. He's got 12 out of 13 hearts to his name, and that was a pretty good room there by Xarnax. He takes no damage to the Wizrobes, so he's still got plenty of health.
There's conjecture about whether Xarnax is maybe even watching the race to know what his position is, based on not getting the potion.
Oh, that could be. And nice job of setting up that 10 count against those Zols, and that was a nice bomb there. Xarnax is not even taking any chances against Patra. He's not going to try to do the clip with it in the way. He just decides to kill it. He gets a 5 rupee out of it, which he doesn't need. And Xarnax now will have a chance to get those silver arrows out of the famous reverse C room.
It's actually quite a strat there to kill the Patra 2. It's really an alternative to a potion.
Absolutely. I like the strategy because it seems to be that Patra 2 is more of the troll than Patra 1, because you have to clip through that staircase, and you can take a couple of bops doing it that way. And when you get out of there, you might take a few more bops trying to get through the door.
Right. The speedrun strat is not to lose hearts on the way in, but it's definitely to lose hearts on the way out.
No question about it right there. That was a pretty good reverse C room by Xarnax. He'll get his silver arrows, which is what you need to defeat the beast.
Amo staying fairly safe here, staying on the lines with his beam sword, keeping his distance.
Yeah, right now, barring an unforeseen disaster on Xarnax's side, he is looking like he may be advancing into the next round of the tournament. It is going to take something monumental for this to not happen for him.
Let's see if Amo can keep his beam sword here. He doesn't have a lot of bombs.
Oh, and he gets bopped out of there by Patra too, doing the Dikembe Mutombo to push him out of the staircase. Ouch.
And Patra's just guarding the diamond.
Yeah, and he takes 5 hits from Patra. Boy, Patra being nasty. This is what needed to happen to Xarnax for Amo's chances, not the other way around.
And just a bonus fairy for Xarnax.
Of course, the rich get richer. Xarnax42 looking to be in prime shape to take the match against Amo right here. And keeping the beam sword against Patra 3, it is going to do wonders for Xarnax. It's not very often you go into the Patra 3 fight with that beam sword. I had one fight in my life where I had the beam sword against Patra, and boy, it was an amazing fight.
Amo barely got out of the way of a blue beam there. It was beautiful.
Yeah, he did a really good job with what health he had to complete that reverse C room. He'll get his silver arrows, and that was a good fight by Xarnax. Another 5 rupee. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ganon. So we need 4 hits from the magical sword and 1 silver arrow. He gets the good pattern, but he loses the stun lock.
He's going to play it safe and pick him up in the top right corner.
Yep, so he just needs 1 more hit. There it is. He sets a bomb for swag measures. Trying for the grayscale, doesn't quite get it, but he does get the Triforce of Power. We've got Bacon, and Xarnax42 is your winner. He will be moving into the next round of the elimination bracket. Get those GGs out for Xarnax.
Xarnax finishes with a time of 35:22 on SRL.
Yep, very respectable time there by Xarnax, so congratulations. He's moving on to the next round, and Ammo, unfortunately for him, combat did him in. The first death to the breakfast room wasn't what did it, it was the second death. And with that, we do have Xarnax42 in the commentator's booth with us. Xarnax, congratulations. Quite a back-and-forth race we had.
Yeah. Look at this.
What's up? 1 heart left for Amo. Holy Toledo.
2 orange whiz robes left of the diamond, and he managed to survive with
that. Was amazing. Xarnax, we'll have a word with you in just a moment. Amos is just about to finish up this run, but he is down to 1 heart, so he cannot take any hits going on in. He's got the Patra to take care of, and of course Ganon as well. Xarnax, again, congratulations on your victory and going into the next round of the tournament.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Let's watch the end of this, and then we can both talk.
Oh, the last eye gets Amo, and back to start he goes. Tough break for Amo. And with that, I think we are going to see the white flag come up on Amo's side. No, he is going to try it again. He will try again. All right, while he makes his way back to the Patra, let's go ahead and talk about your run there, Xarnax42. Quite the interesting run indeed. What happened in level 7?
Oh man, that was really scary. That was just a missed input. I don't know if I pushed up or if it was actually like a left or right, and it moved me up trying to get back onto a tile. But yeah, definitely placed a bomb facing the wrong direction, and that was very problematic.
Yeah, you lost close to about 1.5 minutes when that happened, and it was a tough break for you. But unfortunately, Amo had a lot of problems in level 6. He died to the second magical breakfast room twice. And that's what enabled you to get the lead. The first death wasn't the one that really hindered his chances. It was the second one that was pretty much sealed his fate.
Yeah, I heard you were conjecturing whether or not I was watching. I certainly was.
And Patra 1 gets Amo. Boy, the Patras have been giving Amo the business here the entire level 9. Just a tough go.
3 heart 9 is not easy.
No, it really isn't, because anytime you take a game over, you start back over with 3 hearts, regardless of what your maximum capacity is, and this one might do it for Amo.
All right. Amo thrown in the towel. It was a good run, in parts. He had a tough time in some places.
Yeah.
He was fighting back.
Yeah, and Amo is a really good runner, so make sure you give both Xarnax42 and Amo22 a follow. They had a really, really good competitive race. I want to go back to the beginning of the run for you, Xarnax. This happened to both you and Amo. Troll-Andla.
Yes.
Both of you could not get the bullseye kill.
And it's shocking that we both almost had the exact same room right outside of 3. I saw he got a heart and a bomb, and then a bomb.
Yep, so you didn't get the bomb drop. You didn't get the bomb drop, but both of you did get a lucky bomb from the blue moblin, so you didn't have to take an alternate route or having to grind. So you got lucky on that aspect, but yeah, this was quite an interesting race between the two of you. And, well, the important thing for you, Xarnax, is you didn't take any deaths.
Yeah. I mean, once he died in 6, that was It definitely calmed me down quite a bit. I mean, it was actually kind of... I almost had a gold 6. My 6 was really good because I was playing mad, because I was way behind. I knew I needed to be aggressive. And then once I saw that I came out of that ahead, I slowed down a lot. I figured just taking safeties is not going to lose 30 seconds the way getting a potion would. So just playing it safe and staying alive was my thought there.
Yeah, keeping that beam sword for the Patra 3 fight. Yeah, I was telling everybody I've only had that situation in my life once, and it's amazing to do a Patra fight when you've got that beam sword because you stay out of harm's way.
Yeah, it does feel nice. Yeah.
Anyways, congratulations, Xarnax. You are advancing to the next round of the tournament. Your next opponent. Let me see here. Your next opponent is
Saber and Chest Jerk.
That's right. So we've got Crystal Saver and Chest Jerk, two really good Zelda 1 and randomizer runners in their own rights. So, any thoughts about your upcoming match?
Well, Chest Jerk has his hands full, and if he manages to pull off the upset, I'll thank him for it, and then I'll try and beat him.
Yep.
But yeah, if I'm facing Saber, I'll be happy to make it an exciting race.
Absolutely. So we wish you the best of luck in your next match, and congratulations on your victory. It should be a good one, regardless of who you got to face.
Yeah, I hope so. Thanks.
And also, we do have Amo22 here in the commentators booth.
Hey,
Amo, GG.
Hey, thanks, guys. GG, Xarnax. Nice match.
Thank you. I guess. Were you watching?
Well,
I only checked over a couple of times. I knew I was behind going into level 7, and it looked like I was ahead coming out, although that didn't last for very long.
yeah, in spite of the early problems you had, AMO, you had taken that death to manhandle, you actually stayed in this race, and then level 7 happened where you took over the lead when Xarnax had his bad bomb fortunes against Digdogger in level 7, so you took a very comfortable lead going into level 6, but then the second magical breakfast room happened, and the death just happened without warning, because we were watching, at least I was watching Xarnax doing something, and all of a sudden I see the red screen on Amo, and what happened in the breakfast room, man?
Yeah, it happened quick for me, too. I know the bubble went left, and I at least took one hit, and then I know I got caught by a like, and I just timed killing the like very badly, because as soon as I killed it, I got hit with one of those 4 heart beams.
Oh, man.
So immediately I was down to pretty low health, and, you know, again, I started playing a bit aggressively after that death in level 3, just because I knew I was probably behind. So, but at that point, I probably should have taken it a little easy in that room, but I stayed pretty aggressive, and it kind of cost me there.
Yeah, you were able to come back from a 45-second deficit, and you had about a 40-second lead going into level 6. But yeah, sometimes it's just unfortunate that those things happen to you. But it wasn't the first death to the magical breakfast room that pretty much ended it, because you still had a chance because of the bomb situation for Xarnax in level 8, because he only had 1 bomb coming out of level 6, so he had to clear the staircase room with the Dark Nuts and the Gibdos, and you didn't have to because you had maximum bombs. But it was the second death in the magical breakfast room that unfortunately was it.
Yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate, inexcusable death to take there. But again, I mean, you know, running this game, we know, is just about fighting through all the bad luck and weird stuff that happens. And, you know, it happened to both of us, it seems like, in this race. And Xarnax just, you know, fought through it a little bit better. So GG to him once again.
Yep, GG to the both of you. Well played. So unfortunately for you, Amo, this does mean the end of the tournament for you, but hope you had a lot of fun, and you played very, very well. And if we have another one, we hope to see you in the next one.
Thanks, LOC.
Yeah, you bet. Yunus, do you have any questions for either of our 2 runners?
What are you going to do next, Amo? Are you going to keep running?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep pushing First Quest. You know, 3149 is... it can be improved on, so I'm just going to keep driving that down, maybe look for a low 31. I'm going to do some second quest as well, since I need to work on a run with a root quarter in it.
Hey, that's great to hear. Yeah, all you have to do is if you just save another 18 seconds, you'll be in the top 20, and who knows, maybe you might be in the top 15 if you can get that sub 31.
Wait, what do you mean this category doesn't have recorder?
Oh, I just mean doing the second quest with the new recorder route.
Yeah, where it's a big time save in second quest.
Yeah.
No, we saw your recorder in this one. It was nicely done.
Thank you. But yeah, I was watching the commentary, so I caught it all. I heard it all. I didn't see everything. I'll definitely watch it back and look forward to seeing what chat has to throw in. And yeah. But thanks for the restream. Thanks for the commentary. I've got to get over to a battle royale race.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do
both
too.
of you do.
Oh boy.
Hey, best of luck to both of you in that Battle Royale race. Again, congratulations on a well-played race to both of you. And Xarnax42, we wish you the best of luck in your next match.
Thanks very much.
All right, so that will do it for that particular race. But don't go away, because in 8 minutes, we've got a very high-octane action race coming your way. It's a winner's bracket quarterfinal matchup between Cantaloupe.Me and Breasticle. Their PBs, all but 10 seconds apart from each other. It should be a thriller.
Yeah, and let's also note that Breasticle's PB, 2905, I believe, he has a 2-cycle Goma in level 6, which is both embarrassing and also hilarious because that cost him the sub 29.
Yeah, but you gotta. That is one way to look at it, but there's another way to look at it missing the cycle. How would have the rest of the RNG been influenced had he gotten the 1 cycle?
Oh.
I gotta look at it on both sides of the coin, because I've had runs with the same thing where I have one thing really bad happen, and I say to myself, well, it happened, but how would have the rest of the run went had the right thing happened earlier? You see? But yeah.
All right.
But yeah, who knows? But maybe he would have gotten the same RNG. Maybe he wouldn't have. But yes, Cantaloupe has a 28.57, Breasticle a 29.07, a difference of 10 seconds. And I tell you what, the winner of this matchup might have a tall task in front of them, because they'll either have to face off against 4-Eye Steven or the defending champion, Xarnax42.
Oh, he ran out of rupees and had to backtrack. Right. Yeah, that was a lot of time.
Ooh, wow.
Right.
So, yeah, that's you're talking, he might have even bopped you, Yunus.
Oh yeah, he was on.
Not happened.
I mean, he was on a pace for a 2.84 or something up to that point. And BT is, when he got a 29.39 or something for his PB, his final leg in that was a 9.45 for 6, 8, and 9. That's an incredibly low time.
Oh, absolutely.
That's faster than the Xarnax 28.50 by 14 seconds.
Yeah, Xarnax has his world record at 28 minutes and 29 seconds. I know he's still going to be working on improving that time, but no one is even close to that time right now. Yunus, you're the closest with your 28.50, and Cantaloupe is the only other runner to have that sub 29 with the 28.57.
Yeah, we'll be joined soon by more people, I'm sure.
Yes, 4-Eye Steven, I did mention you. Yes, you are the winner of you versus Xarnax42 is going to face the winner of the Cantaloupe.Me Breasticle race. So anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And let's talk for a minute about Cantaloupe's prowess at this game. In terms of routing, we owe the World Wrap being in first quest to him putting it there. The routes that I've put on the spreadsheet, the 3-4-2 red candle, that's something that he would run as a backup. After we got the world record with the route modified with the World Wrap, then the 3-4-2 backup route, that's his as well. And that is a route that's, maybe less than 10 seconds slower than the world record route. He's quite apt at playing the audibles here. He knows what to do.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. These are two of the more established Zelda runners that are out there right now. I think this could come down to seconds, but it's really going to come down to who stays alive. Because we saw what Deaths did in that Xarnax race. If they can both keep the sheet clean and not take any deaths, I think this could come down to the wire.
Yeah, it certainly has that capability. Who knows what'll happen? It's not the kind of game where little time savings here and there are necessarily what makes the big difference. This is a game where one thing going wrong can cost you 10, 20 seconds or even more.
Now, it looks like BT is getting a little bit of a practice run here. He might be trying to get a last-second PB before he starts his race against Cantaloupe Me. I'm guessing if he loses it somewhere along the way, we will see this match start within the next couple minutes after that.
He is not on PB pace at all. He should be out of level 5 by now.
Yeah, my guess is that he is just practicing level 5, and then when he's done, we'll get this race started, because we do have an expected 10 p.m. Eastern start time for this race between Cantaloupe Me and Bresticle.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay warm. He wants to keep moving. He doesn't want to sit around and wait, and, you know, he's just trying to keep moving until the race starts. That's all we're doing here. I'm not versed in what Cantaloupe's pre-race strats are, but BT places a bomb right. Oh my goodness, BT. We've just talked about this.
I don't know if he did that on purpose or if he just flat out missed it like a wild pitch, but that was a pretty good fight, even without the bomb.
Yeah, that'll boost his morale a little bit. Just the fact that he did an 8-sword dig dogger that cleanly.
Yeah, absolutely, because you never know. It might happen to him in the race, so hey, good to get it off your chest. You know that you can do it, and that's going to give you the confidence, as you said, Yunos.
Get all the bad runs out of the way. Will we see a root quarter practice? Oh no, we're not at that part of the run. He should have just gone to 7.
Well, I wonder if he is going to 7 right now.
No, he didn't have the keys for it.
Of course not. You only got 1 key. That's not going to cut it.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a route that goes, 3, 4, 1, 5, 7, 2, because key.
Yep, the key situation is everything, and you got to make sure that those key counts are in good shape.
Fap's he's gonna do his own race, guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that BT and they could definitely do their own race, and it would be funny. I'm not sure that they want to do that and compete at the same time and try to give you guys the best game play possible.
That's an interesting thing for Cantaloupe Me. Now, I was in his chat before this race started. Lava Cake Baked. He was talking about lava cakes for something. I don't know exactly what the meaning of that is, but I know they were talking about lava cakes. I don't know if they have a bet going on or what.
Lava cake what?
Baked.
Lava cake baked? BT is lava cake.
Ah, I see.
Fap might even be wearing the BT shirt. It's the lava cake, the Domino's lava cake symbol of BT. Instead of I heart BT, I lava cake. And the lava cake's drooling. It's called the BT-gasm. So we're ready to start.
I see. We are ready to start indeed. I haven't had a lava cake from Domino's in a long time, but enough product placement. Let's get this race started.
BT's he's not even resetting. Reset.